Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to another video today. We're going to be checking out this aircraft today. Let's get inside. We got the Microsoft Flight Simulator model here, a 2024. The CL-415. We did make a video for that if you guys want to check it out. We're just going to do a short flight live stream here from Miami over to the South Bahamas. We'll scoop up some water along the way, try to pretend like we're going to fight some fire. I did notice that there is some issues with the water squirting out the back. I don't know if I have to adjust something for the back of my aircraft. What's going on with that? Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know. We're going to be starting cold and dark over here. Guys, I appreciate the support of the channel. If you happen to come by this video or any of the other videos that I make, don't forget to smash the thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Alright. We're going to go to daytime. We'll put on real weather and check out this aircraft. Hopefully we can get this thing started. I really don't know too much about it. Still learning. I'm not a big firefighting water type of plane, but this is a beautiful plane that you can take from the ground or the sea. It does sound good. It looks good. I don't know too much about it. We're going to do a short flight. Hopefully the avionics work good enough for us to get from point A to point B. That's available. Does this come with an iPad? Probably not. This is your basic model for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm sure we'll be able to put our new airplanes in. Some of this stuff works, some of it doesn't. Also, do I know what any of it does? I do not. So, with that being said, it could be an interesting flight. There's your avionics. Let's go get our batteries on here. Now, I put the battery, these are your two batteries, battery 1, battery 2. Alright, and then we got to put our beacon on, so our navigational light, let's see, where's our navigational light? I hear it clicking, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. There's the navigational light up there. The beacon light is over there. Do we have, I guess we can start it up, right? How does it work? Gust lock, surface lock, right? We could take that off. That's your water dump. Let's close the master caution here. How do we start this thing is beyond me. Go ahead, put the props all the way up. Crack the throttle to neutral. I'm guessing maybe this is like the ATR, so maybe it's up here. How do we start this bad boy? Let's get all these lights out. Low pressure. Alright. That looks good. Generator. Okay. This is your light for your panels. I'll use that later. Where's the start button here? Foxtrot, what's up, bud? How you doing? No, it's released right now. They put it in Steam on the 26th. They made a Steam version, so if you have Steam, you can go ahead and download it, or like buy the. Well, you're gonna have to pre-order 2024, and then you go into your manager inside 2020, and you can download it. It will be available to download. So with the pre-purchase, you can download this aircraft. That's what I did. So you can fly it right now. Anybody can. You just have to buy 2024 pre-order. And if you already have Microsoft Flight Simulator, also I would recommend sticking to whatever simulator you have, whether it's Xbox, keep Xbox. If it's not, I would go for this. Yes, sir. Indeed. Alright, let's see. How do we start this? I have no clue. I'm still learning. I don't know if there's... I don't see any kind of switch. I really don't 100% know how to use this. Overhead lighting. There's your condition lights, your test lights, your taxi lights, your cabin lights. There's your heating systems. All your... what is this? Electrical control panel. Fuel panel, so all of our fuel is on, and I'm guessing these are your starts. Here we go. Okay, start. right, start, and use this. Let's see. Oh, it's starting both, okay. But I think only one's gonna start. Yeah, only one. Oh, maybe both of them are starting, okay. Left. Start. Okay, there goes the left too. Alright, cool. We got our engines started up here. I don't know where our avionics is or if it's working. I did the flight plan outside of the flight simulator. Not sure if we're going to have any of that in here. I don't see any avionics for flight planning. I'm not sure how that works with this aircraft, if we have a flight plan or not. Be interesting to see. But it doesn't really look like it, right? Anyway, we're just gonna try. Oh, it does have a flight plan in it. Look, here it is. Okay, so there's the map. I guess you gotta scroll out to see it, right? Okay. Yeah, so there's the flight right there planned. Alright, let's check it out. Flaps all the way up. Left, right, full left, full right. It's a nice looking plane on the inside as well. Do we have to turn off the starter here? There we go. Alright, let's take it for a flight. Put the taxi light on here. There's your taxi light. Let's see, does it have landing lights and logo lights? Avion. We're gonna try to light this baby up and see how many lights we have. Let's see. This light doesn't look like it's working though, right? Taxi light. I'm not sure what this is. Whoops. Okay. Don't touch that one. Got it. Alright, landing lights and taxi lights are on. Let's go. Let's try it out. We're going to taxi over to the right here. Huh, something's going on with the brakes. They don't want to release. That's the gust lock, I guess, right? There we go. Brake test. Pretty nice. Altimeter set. Feels a little slightly heavy there. Let me get back on the rudders here. I'm just getting the feel for it. It actually feels a lot smoother on the ground handling too. Like it's really nice. Like it's sticking to the ground the right way, right? So let's go ahead and stop us here. And we're gonna just put power in here. Flaps going down. 1 notch. We're gonna use some of this runway. Left rudder coming in. A little bit heavy on the rudder. We must have a crosswind. Definitely could feel the ground handling is a lot different. We're already at 100 knots, man. This plane is pretty quick, and we're up. Putting the rudder back in there. We got a little bit of a crosswind going. Let's get the gear animation going up. Ain't that something, huh? I love how nice it is for the gear animation. Really cool. Alright, let's see where we're going here. Let's see where the ocean is, our flight plan. So, if we head straight ahead, it looks like we're going to be going towards the Bahamas. I'm going to put autopilot on, nav on. I'm going to see if this is working or not. Flaps are coming up. Nose is starting to drop there. Definitely feels good. Alright, let's see. Altitude hold. Is this gonna accept a flight plan is the question. Alright, now I don't know. It looks like it may be going to a flight plan. Let's see if it locks in here or not. I can't, I'm not sure if this has autopilot capabilities or not. I'm just checking it out now. It looks like we're holding altitude. We're turning. Are we turning on course is the only thing I can't 100. Oh yeah. Overspeed warnings, come on, let me slow us down here. Okay. Now we're going down. I don't know if it's just turning us in circles or what. Doesn't look like anything is picking up here for the nav. So I'm not 100% sure how to use this plane with that. Let's try again. Nav. Will this work with nav? I do not know. Autopilot. There's no button to show that autopilot is working or not working, so I'm not 100% sure. I was going to try to do a flight out to the Bahamas here. It might be difficult without the secondary map if the avionics are not picking it up. We're just going here. It doesn't look like we're following the flight plan correctly. So I'm guessing that either I'm doing something wrong or this does not have altitude hold here. I'm not 100% sure. It may not have autopilot capability. I would imagine it did, but I could be 100% wrong. Interesting. Still, overall, a beautiful looking plane. This is probably a plane you would definitely see over here, right? Well, we'll get out to the water then, I guess, and do a little bit of scooping and see what we could do for flying here. We're at 2,600 feet. I wanted to get out to the Bahamas here. That's us right there, so I'll turn us back on course here. Now, in order to get water scooped up underneath, there's these little scoopers under there. And of course we got the emergency dump here. The scoopers come out too, underneath. So you can put the scoopers out, and we can get low here. Check out the water. What's up, Rover? It's really a beautiful aircraft, man. It's not bad for a default, for sure. We're gonna fly out the Bahamas. We'll scoop some water and dump some water. I gotta turn further to the right here. I'm gonna be using this map just to guide us. I'm gonna descend slightly here. Well, actually, we can keep going. It's pretty quick aircraft too, man. You hear the sound coming out of that thing? So if you want to take out the propellers, you can actually hear the sound quality changing in that. So really nice. Let's see if we can climb up as we fly out to the Bahamas here. What altitude we can get to. Beautiful. Coming out of Miami here. Gonna fly over to the Bahamas. Let's go ahead and get those landing lights going back off there. Just keep the taxi ones on for now. Not bad at all. It looks like the night is coming down here. Let's see if we can get some panel lighting on, see what that looks like. Help us out here. Where's the other lighting here? I don't know if they have any lighting for underneath here or not. Maddie, what's up, man? How you doing? It is. You have to pre-order Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'm using Steam, and Steam just came out on the 26th. So if you pre-order it right now, they're pretty much going to charge you. I got the Premium Deluxe package. It was $140 plus, you know, a little bit for taxes, right? Well, it was about $141 with taxes and everything, right? But this aircraft will be inside of, I think, your community folder in 2024, ready to download if you pre-order. You can't fly anything else, but it does allow you to fly this one immediately. So if you do pre-order it today, you can fly it today, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It flies really good, man. The ground handling's a lot different. You got to keep the nose down in order for it to pick up speed before you start pulling back. The overall feel of the flight modeling is a lot stiffer and better. It feels great. It flies great. It's definitely got a lot of kick, a lot of speed, great sounds. You can hear the pitch control of the propellers as you put a little bit less of the propellers out or in. You can actually hear the difference of the sound. But overall, it's a basic model as far as inside. It's beautifully modeled as far as texturing, ground handling, and flight modeling. As far as you know, system depth, it's very basic. You know, as far as I know, but I don't know too much about this particular aircraft, so it could be lack of knowledge. You can scoop up water at 90 knots, and it will fill up in the green here, which we're going to do once we get to the Bahamas. There's a little scoop button here, so if you put in the neutral, you put it down in the down position, you can go ahead and scoop up under the water, which we're going to try out today. Here's your dump emergency release valve, or you can set up a dump water right here in Microsoft Flight Simulator on your yoke and just press that and it will dump the water as well. I am not sure how to do that. Other people may know. I do not know, but it does work on there. I believe that's what they use in real world. Here's some of the lighting. Aircraft modeling inside and out is beautifully modeled. It's just not, I don't think it has full capability of everything being able to click inside the aircraft. So that's typical what Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and probably also 2024, I imagine, since it's more about just getting an idea of how it's going to go, which is pretty cool. So far, so good. Bahamas is not too far. It's about 30 miles out or so. So right now we're almost at 7,000 feet. I'm just kind of climbing away here, seeing what this plane can do. We're still doing about 150 knots as we climb out over here. And it feels good, man. The flight modeling's feeling great. The way it handles, it's not too nose heavy like some aircrafts. When you trim it, it responds very well. A lot of things, and I'm hand flying this the whole time. It's relatively easy to hand fly. It's not a lot of like, oh man, we have to hold on to it, you know what I mean? So and I noticed when you're landing too, you really gotta, you know, move the rudder, move the trim, and everything has to work together. It's not just like, hey, here you go, it's easy to land or easy to take off. You really got to work with it. So that's pretty cool too, to see that they did that, you know. Yeah, you can. Be my guest, man. My planes are your planes. Anytime, Maddie. Anytime. I would love to let you borrow it. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I wish there was a way to share aircrafts. That would be awesome. I got so many, I would share my aircrafts for sure. I think in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can actually, in 2024, I believe there's going to be a feature where you can rent an aircraft if you don't want to buy it, to try it. And for whatever amount that you spend on renting it, if you decide that you like it and buy it, you can get that amount of money that you rented it for, add it to the final price of the plane, from my understanding. I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I heard that. Not sure if that is a thing or not. If anybody knows, let me know. That would be cool if it was a thing. But I did hear that. I'm not sure if that was something to do with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, or if I was just dreaming that. I don't know. Oh, you can? Okay, yeah, that's going to be awesome. So you can rent an aircraft and see if you like it, which is way better, right? Because I think that's going to also help some of the developers to work harder and not just to put out stuff that is crappy. Because if you rent something and it sucks, you don't have to buy it, which is awesome. Like when they put out those famous flyers and they hype them up and then they come out to be a pile of junk, you don't have to spend your $10 on it. You can spend $1, see if it's good. If it's not good, you didn't waste 10 bucks on it. You only wasted $1. I think that's way better, especially the way things are going nowadays with food being so expensive, you know. So I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. You know, also I think it will give more incentive for people to make fantastic aircrafts and even push their own limitations, you know. Alright, we're almost at 10,000. I just wanted to climb up a little bit just to see how it handles. It's doing good. We're losing a little bit of airspeed, so it seems to be working pretty good with the flight modeling. So I'm just going to put the nose down now and try to calm down the rate of the climb here. So we were doing about 150 knots, and as we were climbing here, the airspeed started to decrease, and now that I dropped the nose down, which is, you can actually handle these planes a lot better. You see, when you drop it, it doesn't just fall out of the sky. I can literally adjust slightly and get that nose down without it isolating. Like in 2024, the planes are really like shaky, so like just small movements with this one, and it seems to be relatively really smooth, which is nice. In 2024, when you do this with the airplane, it isolates so much. You got to use a lot of trim, and it just seems like it's almost impossible to hand fly some of the aircrafts unless they're very well made. This one seems like it's doing fantastic. Like, look, I'm pretty much getting the. We're about still climbing about 500 feet per minute right now. So let me just go ahead and trim out here and get back down to 0. We're doing about 150 knots as I trimmed out there. I'm going to trim a little bit more there and try to get us on 0 for our climb. Let's see if I can trim this thing out here. 10,700 feet we're at. Altimeter is set. Now the nose is coming down. I'm just trying to keep the nose up. Now we're over speeding, so I'm gonna pull back. There we go. So 150 knots, so we're over speeding the aircraft and we're leveled. This is great. Yeah, look, I could actually level this aircraft without working really hard on it. Look, I just put a little bit of trim in. I got to hold the nose up, so it really does feel great hand flying it. And it's quite nice that you can actually like just take a little bit of power out to get the overspeed warning down. We're doing about 150 knots still. We're completely leveled and it's all hand flying right now. So that would be a very hard task to do in 2024 with most aircrafts. So the fact that we can do it now in 2024 with this newer aircraft is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. So we're coming up to the Bahamas over there. So I'm gonna just take out some power and start our descent. And we're gonna go ahead down to the water, scoop some water up, release the water, and then we're gonna look for an airport at MYBS and land, and we'll wrap it up. But I gotta say, overall this airplane is great. So let me take out some power. I'm gonna nose down slightly here. I don't want to overspeed us. So I started our descend. We're gonna just kind of circle the island until we get low enough to scoop some water. It is nice, man. Really, really nice. Here's the outside modeling of it. It's beautiful, right? The coloring, the texturing, it looks awesome, man. We're still descending here, about 10,100 feet right now, about 800 feet per minute. Just took out a little bit of power. I'm going to circle this island a little. Even if I let it go, right, I'm not even touching it no more. Here we go. This is how much it's moving on its own. So it's super stable. Just gonna drop down to the water here. We'll put our scooper out. So when you click this button down, let me show you underneath the plane here. Under here, there's two scoops that will suck up the water. This side here and this side. So they come out right there, and you'll be able to scoop up the water. These will all turn green when you do scoop it up. You got to do about 90 knots, so you want to be around here. It's good that it's able to be quite steady. I'm still learning about this plane, but so far so good. I believe this is where I did a review of the aircraft at. So we'll pretend like we're gonna fight a fake fire today over this island. I'm just gonna go ahead and descend around it, so we're gonna turn towards it to get closer. Take out some more power here. 8,500 feet descending, 1,100 feet per minute right now. A little bit of a faster descent. I'm trying to get us down to the ground here so we can go scoop some water. I'll put some flaps in as we get closer, once we get down to about 2,000 feet or so. It is a nice aircraft, that's for sure. I like the gear. Got all your lights up here as well. think that's another runway right there, right? Oh yeah, I think it is. We can try and do a landing over here. Not 100% sure if that's a runway or not, but I believe it is. I know there's a runway right over here that's quite small off of this island. There's definitely one right there. Yeah, we could try this one. We're gonna scoop some water. I'm just gonna circle back around here. Try to slow us down a little bit. Put one notch of flaps in. This plane is definitely a stable aircraft. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna get a little bit of daylight on here so we don't kill the whole night. Alright. I like the little, there's a little bit of scratches in the window there. I never noticed that, little dirt marks. Pretty cool. It looks like there's a right amount of dirt and everything on there. Got some dirt up there as well, on the top window. (4,300 feet). We're gonna try to land at that runway. We're gonna scoop some water real quick here. I don't know if there's a runway over here or not. I thought there was. I just wanted to check this out. Let's try to get down. See what we can do here. Gonna put another notch in there. Trim the nose here. I gotta bleed off this airspeed. 1,500 feet above the water right now. We're gonna have to start bleeding off some airspeed. So I'm gonna trim up, take some more power out. 1,000 feet to go here. I believe that's a gear warning, but we're not going to need that right now because we're going to scoop some water. It's 100 knots, 300 feet above the water. Trying to get this plane leveled out here. Scoop some water. Looking for all four of these to go to green here. We got a little bit of water in there. See, they're going green, and now we can take back off here. And we're a little bit heavier, so it's going to take us a little longer to get off the ground. See, you got to keep the nose level here for the airspeed to pick up. And we can start pulling back. And we're back up. Super heavy now. You can actually feel the difference in the weight of the aircraft. Picking up some airspeed, trimming that nose back up here. Let's get a flaps up here. Alright, we can close our scooper. We got the water that we needed. And turn back towards the island. And we'll release the water. You're gonna see this plane just shoot back up in the air. So we'll try the dump button. I don't know if it's gonna work. Here we go. Here's the dump button coming in 3, 2, 1, dump. And that doesn't work. So emergency release. There's the water coming out. You see the lines? That's the water right there, but it's not animated correctly. And as you can see, we're pitching straight up now. These are your emergency release. All that water just comes pouring out right there, which is pretty cool. We'll go scoop some more. Close the emergency hatches back up. Get back down. And we'll go scoop some more water. Exactly, man. It's like when you eat all that extra buffet, you get super heavy. Or drink and too much beer or something like that, you know? Alright, let's try this again. We got our scoop down. We need to do we're going a little too fast, so I'm gonna pull out some power and trim us out again. We'll try to sneak through that island right there. Do another scoop. You want to keep control of it by pulling it back slightly here, I noticed. I'm just gonna see if we can scoop some water as we go here. It has to be under 90 knots in order for that to work, so once we hit the water here, it's hard to get this plane to I mean, it works so good, it's like hard to do, right? I think it's harder to scoop it as you go here. There we go. Just scooping all that water up. And full power back up here. Scoop her up. Back up in the air. I don't know why it just shows lines right now when it dumps the water. I did see other people's animations working correctly. It could just be that I have to adjust my texturing or some kind of adjustment inside the simulator. I'm not sure why it's showing the way it is with mine. Anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. Appreciate that. Try one more release and and then we'll go land this bad boy. Overall, it handles very nice. I'm gonna put some flaps in here. Give us a little extra dump. Let's try it out one more time. Let's pretend like those houses need some firefighters. Here we go. Three, two, one. Let's release the water on them now. All right. Then we're back light again. All the water's out. They're open. Close them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think that would be a fun do, especially with that big one. With the 747. Imagine landing that bad boy. This does stop on a dime too. Let me see if I can show you. I'll try to land it. Light modeling is, I think, way better than it has been before in the past, you know? Whoosh. Reverse thrust in. As you can see, I mean, you don't need a lot of runway at all for at least the landing. I think the takeoff is relatively similar as well. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty cool airplane. I recommend it. I love the ground handling. I love the way it feels. I'm looking forward to 2024, man. I think that we're going to see a lot of improvements. And I think that it's going to be a heck of a lot better than what we're used to. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Set the brake there. And we can shut her down. Shut her down, James Brown, right? If I can figure out how to do that, I don't really know. I love the animation of that too. How it doesn't just stop right away. It takes a little bit of time. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that gives you an idea of what we're going to be looking for in 2024. Pretty cool. Not bad at all. I guess I could show you guys the inside of this too as well, right? Oh, I cannot wait, man. I mean, we'll definitely do some more flights with this one. But I'm looking forward to 2024. This modeling of flight is awesome. I mean, look at even the texturings in I mean, this is probably going to be a basic model, right? Like as you do. And it's already really nice, you know? You got your ladders back there. There's no real, I don't think there's any kind of click spots or anything too fancy. I'm trying to see if I can get through here. For some reason, it's not oh, there we go. Okay, now we're in the back. So, pretty cool. Texturing is nice. You know, the doors don't open. There's no animation with that right now because obviously this is just like a basic model that you'll get. I really wish they would start doing that though, like letting the doors open and just the little details of it, you know. There's a Polaris 24 private jet that's coming. That's my going to be my go-to, I think. One of my favorite ones that will be flying, and I'll probably do career mode for 2024. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully that will help me to learn more because there's so many things that I still don't know after flying all these planes that I want to learn. So if I can fill all the gaps of the stuff that I missed in between all the stuff that I know, maybe I can get somewhere with it, have more confidence, and then maybe one of these days I'll get myself to an actual flight school and start flying for real. But for now, we'll do this simulations for now. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, Dust of Adiga. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Fly Robin, thank you for hanging out. I love the Leo Cola, man. We can bring that out soon too. You want to fly that? Yes, sir. Thank you. We can definitely fly that on the next stream if you want. We'll take the Lear jet up again, man. Still love that plane. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.